Still going from the morning. No. I had to take a break. Took a short little nap. Had some lunch. Had a chicken salad from yesterday's grilled chicken. Got one of the guides out from this run of Baldur's Gate 3 on YouTube. And did some exercises for my stupid leg. Anyway, JP, what's up? Drebron, what's up? Let's go die to golems. Let's go die to goblins. Not even goblins. It's. What were we killing? I forget. We died at the end of the stream, and I was like, I'm taking a break. Hyenas and gnolls. That's what it is. It's gnolls. What's up, Blueface? All right.
Hello.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnomes. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Can I find my way into their cave from the other side and have them actually help?
Quickly.
Never tried that before, to be honest with you. Yeah, I could disarm all the traps, JP. I just never thought about that till just now. I've done this encounter, I don't know, 30, 40 times. I don't think I've ever tried to go in from the other side to see if they would help. Dripbrom says they will not help, even if you come in from the other way. Well, they're useless. What a bunch of snogs.
No time for mercy.
Moving.
I still can't hit the fucker.
Put him up. Soldier.
They're gonna come around. Okay. know they're immune to the thunder thing. How many can I get with poison? God, I would need to get to the high ground. Man, I can't quite see how big the circle is. Yeah, I went Blade Singer. It's been a lot of fun so far. The animations are freaking dope for the Blade Singer.
This'll help. Need to act fast.
Here's where the pain begins. Oh, this is where my this is where my mage dies. Oh no! Well, on the plus side,
Have to keep going.
I wonder if these are immune. They're not. Oh, lost the silence. Oh, and they're looking for me and can't find me. Okay, this is where things get nasty, because
Let's finish this.
I should probably do a heal.
Take two.
Oh, there's that multi-attack that just so gnarly. Está dando vueltas persiguiendo su cola. You're welcome, JP. That came up yesterday. Like, Nigel was asking about it, I was asking about it. Like, we were all trying to figure it out, and I went and Googled it and found a Reddit thread that talked about how to do it, but then I still had to figure out how to do it. And then once I figured out how to do it, I was like, I got to make a guide for that, because it's obviously something that people are, like, I didn't see any other videos on it, and it was something that people were actually searching for because there's a huge Reddit subthread on it. So that got a video, which I just did before I sat down. What's up, Transcend?
To me. Take you.
Man.
Need some oil over here.
Best be on my
These
way.
frickin' hunters are the worst, man.
A little help, please.
Yeah, I'm toast.
Got to focus.
Probably just need to make a radial for these potions, because I don't have one.
That nearly ended me.
God damn those 3 attacks per turn.
Take you.
I need to get him out of the acid. Jesus.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
No, what I should do is get everybody up because
Must lug my guts through this hell.
well, that was gnarly. I definitely need to
That took the edge off.
oops, wrong button.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
Let's go hurt someone.
Soldier.
That was gnarly. At least I survived though. Oh yeah, level 5, double attack time. Hell yeah. Babylonia in the chat.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, there's still poison on the ground there.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
All I saw was blood and guts.
Damn it. I guess that's a no.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where you heading?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
Where's that?
Waukeen's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle
She's
yourself.
gonna jump on the green screen.
You should meet my associates. We've got our
She's
own
jumping around.
drinking
She's
spot
running
by
around
the
in
tavern.
circles and getting ready to be a naughty
Invitation
girl.
only. Tell the fellow on the door.
Come here.
Little serpent, long shadow. He'll take good
Do I have to
care
put
of
you outside? Alright. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. That's an inspiration. Let's do that again.
Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it.
Zara sent me to secure the cargo.
Black Hand be thanked. I didn't think anyone would find us. We'll take the chest back to the hideout. I owe you a drink. Lots of drinks.
What's in the chest?
Since when does a mule know what it carries?
Alright, well. At the very least. Ooh.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all. I don't feel lucky. The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
Now, can I use that because it's a scimitar? Because I am proficient with scimitars. Right? Whoa, I can dual wield? No way! I can dual wield? Apparently, I could dual wield as a blade singer. I did not know that.
What are you thinking about?
Didn't mean to click on you.
Something over there.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
Don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Anything of use?
I gotta quit looting the
More for me.
rotten stuff, man. My gut instinct is to click loot.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
Don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Simple.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm just surprised I could dual wield at all. I didn't think I could dual wield, but I guess the Blade Singer can. Or maybe everyone can and I just haven't paid attention because I don't ever play melee characters, or I haven't yet really played melee characters. Mostly I've stuck to the casters so far. There is no farming for gear, Transcend. Not in that sense. There are very specific gear drops from encounters, and then there are places you can buy gear, but there is no farming for gear.
Don't burn yourself.
Digested. You're still alive. That's lucky.
I have such a headache.
The big thing in this game is like my suggestion to anybody in my first playthrough was if you were coming up against something where it felt too hard would just be to turn the difficulty down and go into story mode, because that adjusts things in favor of the it's down to, you know, really what it comes down to is that, as an example, this fight, I'm on normal mode. I had to face this fight multiple times to beat it, because sometimes it's about the strategy, but sometimes it's just you got shitty dice rolls. And Baldur's Gate 3 does allow players, you can go in here into the options and, oh, they're actually on. I didn't realize it was on. I'm going to turn it off right now. Karmic dice, they have those turned on by default. I forgot mine were turned on. So that helps the rolls sort of be in your favor, so to speak. And then there are things like turning the difficulty all the way down so that you don't feel the burn of the rule set. But sometimes it really does come down to you get shitty rolls. Like sometimes it literally is, I have good gear and I'm on the right level to be attacking these mobs, but I got shitty dice rolls, and so I failed the encounter and I gotta do it again. It sometimes is that simple, if that makes sense. That's you know, the Dungeons and Dragons sort of component. Does gear matter in the long run? In the long run, yeah, but it's not always about gear, because sometimes you can have really good gear and have really shitty dice rolls. And no matter how good your gear is, if you have shitty dice rolls, you're not going to pass the, you know, you're going to roll a critical one, you're going to fail to hit, the mob is going to roll a 20, do a critical hit, he's going to do 5 times damage, he's going to do 75 hit points against your character, and you've only got 80, and then boom, you're dead and you failed the encounter. Like sometimes that is just going to happen. Like that's one of the aspects of a dice-based game, because it's not really player skill. It's about the rules and the dice, and to some degree, yes, your gear. And also, but I mean, on harder difficulties, like resists are a big thing, and paying attention to, like, so when you inspect a mob, I could do it on players too, I think. Yeah, so you can examine every character, you can examine every mob that you come up against, every monster that you fight, you can examine. And when you're doing that, you're going to be able to see right here what they are resistant to. And so your objective on the higher difficulties is to do damage against the mob that they are not resistant to. So if they are resistant to slashing, then you want to be using piercing damage against them, or crushing. If they're resistant to fire, then make sure you use ice damage against them. Those are the types of things that are situational, and sometimes impact your ability to be successful in any given encounter.
Smoke. Something's burning.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
What the true value in looting is to sell to make money. You're trying to get. So let me go into my inventory here. Yes and no. So, I have on this character, I have a boatload of spell scrolls. Some of these I could just use to cast. So if I'm out of spell slots and I've used all of my spell slots for the day, and I'm fighting an encounter and I don't have any more spell slots to cast my own spells, I can use the scrolls to cast spells, even though I don't have any spell slots. General items I loot for coin to sell. So things like these rings, buy those to sell. Many of these magical items I will sell. I don't need them. All these notes and letters I will sell. Then we get into ingredients, which you use to make potions. Potions are very important to use for things like give yourself enhanced accuracy, to give yourself giant strength, to give yourself to turn yourself invisible, to allow yourself to triple your jump distance, to be able to speak to animals. Like, there are potions for many different things, and many of the items that you will be looting and harvesting will be used to make potions. Then there are things like throwables, which are grenades, essentially, and you're going to be looting those grenades and finding them in the game world. You'll also be finding gear, for sure. You'll also be finding cosmetic stuff as well, and dyes and things of that nature. Arrows, you'll be looting, like I have poison arrows right now, and fire arrows, and all this other stuff. But I'm still very early in the game. We're level 4. We don't have really any magical gear at the moment. We have a few magical pieces. But it's very low level stuff. Like, as an example, she has a crown, which every time she heals another player, she gets 1 to 6 hit points back. She has a pair of boots that when she casts a spell that does concentration, she gets momentum for 1 turn, which means she can move around. She can't get me knocked prone or moved against her will, and she gets a +1 to athletics. She has a ring, which gives her a 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns every time she heals a creature. She has a mace, which, this is a cool one. Once per short rest, she can encase a target in fairy fire for 2 turns if she misses an attack against it. So she can swing and miss, and then once per short rest, it'll outline the target in fairy fire, which means if it goes invisible or someone casts a darkness spell, we can still see the target to hit it. And then her shield, once per short rest, if she's below 50% hit points and takes damage, she gets 8 temporary hit points. So these are all little perk things that you get from the gear. And of course, they all have different varying layers of armor class. And then there's things like, you know, I have...
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
I can wear armor with my Blade Singer, but I can't use my Mage Shield spell because of that fact. So it's a pro and con. This is killing me. It's not going to let me get the POV I want. Oh, she can jump through a window? Oh, that'll work. Yeah, D&D is a very number-centric game, like Dribrum is saying. There's a lot of number crunching.
The door gives way with a loud crack.
Let's move, quickly, before the whole place collapses. Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing.
I would also highly recommend that you just play on story mode the
Are you
first
all
time,
right?
because there are a lot of rules
Takes
and a
more
lot of
than mere
numbers and a lot of
fire to
things to
break me,
learn,
Eva.
and it's just much easier if you play
Now
on story
listen
mode the
close,
first time,
Fist.
because the numbers are a
Duty
lot
calls.
less.
Drow have taken
They're a lot more
Grand
forgiving.
Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors.
Oh
will
yeah,
reward you for your
Neverwinter's
effort.
way different.
May I trust you'll see it through?
Way different, yeah. The episode's cult is based at Moonrise Tower. That's what will have taken this Duke.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target. Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
Okay, here's where I get to choose a really badass reward. And I'm gonna go for the Javelin for... Do I want the Javelin? Is that two-handed? That's one-handed, I guess. So I could theoretically use a shield with that. Don't want to, though.
I've got a long road ahead.
Making me sweat.
Really? She failed her athletics check. Is there any other way in here? They don't want to let me in here, do they? Through the window I go.
Door's gonna blow. If we open it, there's an inferno waiting for us.
Oh, he died. Damn it. I was trying to figure out how to get him out. I don't remember how to do this. Load game. You didn't know you could jump through windows, Tarkduck? Yes, you can.
Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
What I can't remember how to do, though, is how to save this guy.
Door's gonna blow. If we open it, there's an inferno waiting for us.
I may have to bring water jugs up here, or the wind spell. No, no, what are you doing, girl?
Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here?
The timer just went off.
Right. I'll try to keep up.
Can't see anything is the problem. Question is, I don't know if he's gonna make it out before the explosion. No, he died. Fuck, I don't remember how to do this. I really don't remember how to save this guy. I may have to go look this up. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I cannot remember if I extinguish the fires or if you have to somehow break down the door first. I don't have to rescue him, but it's extra XP. I don't like leaving XP on the floor if I can do it. Alright, well, let's prep her with some got a water jug.
Teach us care when we
Do I have
would
any
be
other
reckless.
ones?
Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is
Oh yeah,
spoken,
that's another reason to
so
loot
is
in
it
this
done.
game, is things like water jugs, which you can use to put out fires. You can also use spells.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless.
Yeah, I don't remember dousing the fires
Certainty when we
before. I
would
remember
have
just
doubt.
being able to get him
So it is
out, but
spoken,
it's
and so is it done. Great God Helm,
not being
allow
that
us
simple
peace
right
in this
now.
plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty
shy?
when we would have doubt. So it is
Alright, I got some
spoken,
water
and
cutouts
so is
this
it done.
time.
Can't move. Someone help!
Great God Helm.
Get me out! Quick! Get me out!
Fire! Hurry!
Fling it
Get this
aside.
thing off me! Yes!
I didn't get this animation last time. I think this is the correct way to do it.
You did it! Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, see. Now he's still knocked down. But I don't think he'll burn now. Can I pick him up? Well, let's just move and see what happens.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
No, he moved. He moved. Alright, we're good.
Oh, Miri.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So is it done. Great God Helm, allow
Miri. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How'd she get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
Well, count your blessings. At least you're still
How is
alive.
this a blessing? You should have let me burn.
Did you say something about a dowry?
For a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left.
allow us peace in this plane and beyond.
Touch me.
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me?
Maybe. Be quiet. I have questions of my own.
Please.
Maybe. What do you want me to ask?
The dowry. She'd know where it is.
That's what I want.
Dowry for sister.
In barn.
JP.
Barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn.
Speak with Dead is
I
a really
trust you to
awesome
get it for
spell.
me.
It's so useful.
I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Why were you at the inn?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sisters
Hey, I didn't know
wedding.
it the first time I played either. Like, I played a druid and I never once thought about it. And then I was probably 3/4 of the way through my druid playthrough, and people were like, "Why aren't you using the Speak with Dead spell? You can learn all sorts of fun information from people." And I was like, "What? Really?" And I started using, and it's like, "Oh yeah, you should always speak to dead people if you can.
Finding husband.
Find all sorts of fun clues and tips and information on quests."
Door locked.
Are you wanting to go out, honey?
Fire. Inside. Room. Top mirror.
The spell's power.
Alright. I gotta let a cat outside. I'll be right back.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
The cool thing too is if you keep the spell running, because it runs until your next rest or whatever, you will always see corpses that you can talk to highlighted in green. Now, not every corpse that you run by is somebody you can talk to, but like this one's highlighted in green, right? So I could go back to Astarion,
Allow us peace
bring up
in
the
this plane
recast
and
with
beyond.
Dead
Teach us
thing.
care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty
Man,
when we would have doubt.
did it
So it is
go
spoken,
away?
and so is it done.
I gotta re-add it apparently. I think it might have been the other character when I made that video. Set slot, recast,
Great God, Helm.
recast.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless.
Sometimes they won't have anything to say to you though.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Zhentarim.
Where are you from?
From Sharmuth. Before the Absolute.
Why were you at the inn?
Raid. Retrieval for the absolute.
What were you trying to retrieve?
Grand Duke. Absolute. Demands him.
Where were you trying to take the Duke?
Take to Moonrise Towers.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And as Chris Pine learned in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, you only get 5 questions. Don't waste them.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Trust no one.
Great Guard Helm. Teach us care when we would be reckless.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to the Duke?
The corpse remains silent. She doesn't know.
Wasted question? Do you know of any survivors?
Or dying.
Who are you?
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming Fist.
Where are you from?
Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Let's move.
I'm probably not gonna know anything else. Do I want to risk getting steam, cloud, water?
Great Guard Helm. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So
Fuck it.
spoken and
Alright, something about the barn.
The ox tenses, horns lowered
Yeah.
in no direction.
Sorry, buddy.
His hide twitches, every muscle primed to bolt. He's terrified. The ox calms, his tail
I may have just accidentally used a spell that I shouldn't have used. Because I think I was saving it for my memorization, and I just used it by accident. Well, I sure shit didn't see anything behind there. Where's that quest? It's in a barn somewhere near the tavern. Well, this is a barn. So is that barn. Don't see anything.
Can't give up now.
Oh, buddy. Fireball. Fireball. Did I mention fireball? Fireball. Do I want the ability to fly? No, I've got Misty Step. I'm okay with that. Counterspell. Yeah, that's a big one too. Probably. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Okay. Definitely going to take shield and... I did not take counterspell, so I'll just have to get that one later. Man, the problem is that I've got spells that I can memorize. I'll just change them up here in a minute. Oh, I keep forgetting about the new photo mode. Man, there's no other barns around here. Oh well.
This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much.
You spot
Corpse
a man
yoga.
crouching between the shelves.
Nice,
Just
JP.
as he spots you.
Bugger!
I would love something other than Faerun, Mithril, to be honest with you. I would love Dungeons and I would love Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro to take a chance and make a fucking Dragonlance game already. Because I'm sick of Forgotten Realms. Like, I love the Forgotten Realms, don't get me wrong, but I love Dragonlance and I love Krynn way more than I love Forgotten Realms. I love the world of Krynn is way cooler to me than Faerun. And I've just seen Faerun for 30 years. It's like, I would love to see Dragonlance. I honestly just don't know why. It's not as popular as Forgotten Realms, but it's still extremely popular. Those books have sold tens of millions of copies. But you know, it doesn't have Elminster. It doesn't have, you know, Beholders and the Sword Coast and all this other stuff. I would love them. I mean, technically, Baldur's Gate 2 didn't have anything to do with the city of Baldur's Gate. Like, they could go anywhere they want with Baldur's Gate 4.
Oh, hell, dwarves. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
Look at that.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Hold on. That's the lad who saved us from the gnolls. Let him in.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out.
Cranky butt.
Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family.
God, where did we just hear her? Playing a game recently where we had a like Scottish voice actress. God, what were we just playing? Hang on, I gotta go look at YouTube. I don't think it was Outer Worlds. It might have been Outer Worlds. It's gonna drive me nuts now. Yeah, that's the most recent thing.
A trap.
You steal anything, you're dead.
What's wrong with the artist? Besides the bleeding obvious, he misses the sun.
I owe you one for saving my people. The Zhentarim look out for their own, even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now, but don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon.
Alright, I gotta go look her up as a voice actress because this is gonna drive me nuts. Xeris. Well, it's not anything I've played recently because she doesn't have any. Her name's Zoe Mills. And she doesn't have, her IMDb page doesn't have any credits after Baldur's Gate 3. So it can't be anything I've played recently cuz she don't have no credits.
Someone kidnapped a Duke.
Next
Right
Thursday,
on
I
our
believe.
bloody
The
doorstep.
24th is Expedition
The
33.
Flaming
Yep.
Fist will need someone to blame.
Unless I do early
I
access,
plan on
but
it being
they haven't
us.
let anybody know yet about early access yet, or at least they haven't let me know about early access. I'm technically on their Lurk It campaign for creators, for content creators. I got accepted like 2 weeks ago, but there hasn't been a peep of anything related to when we might get early access.
Don't want open flames where we're going. Pick up the pace.
3 to 12 damage. Oh yeah, that's way cooler.
From now.
Expedition 33 will be the next game, along with there's a scheduled post from a couple days ago, Transcend, that you should watch because it has everything that's happening. So Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be taking place over like a 6-week window, but the newer games take priority. So like there'll be a pause in the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough while we go play Expedition 33 and the Days Gone remaster. Then I'll come back to Baldur's Gate 3 until Doom: The Dark Ages. Then I'll balance Doom: The Dark Ages and Baldur's Gate 3 until I wrap up Doom: The Dark Ages. That'll be a short one, and then it'll be Baldur's Gate 3 all the way until Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening was supposed to happen during the month of May, but it got pushed back to June, so now I'm doing... June is going to be a super busy month. We've got Dune Awakening at the beginning of the month. We've got Tales of the Shire. We've got The Altars. And we've got Death Stranding 2, all happening in June. I don't know how I'm going to get any sleep in June. It's going to be a crazy month. I play newer releases, Quadrotola. I always prioritize new releases. That's concentration, though. I won't be able to have more than one concentration going. I should definitely take less.
There is work to do.
Carla, or Shadowheart's
Stop me yet.
picture's messed up again.
Any falls behind, I'll leave them for the fist, and in no state to tell tales.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. Of course, Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Okay, what kind of goodies does he have? Is it all just +1 stuff? That's kind of boring. I will buy a scimitar +1 to replace the janky one I've got. I will buy that for Karlak. I remember buying those gloves for my ranger when I did him in test. What if I ought to buy those for I ought to buy those for Asterion. Alright. Time to sell, because I got bunches of goodies to sell. I mimmed that. Probably better keep at least one magical item for Gale. I'll keep those ring. I'll keep that ring. Maybe the charm. I'm gonna have to start using some of these grenades. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna buy those back. I don't know what those look like yet. I don't want to sell those until I know what they look like. Is that it? It's gonna cost me a pretty penny.
Pleasure.
Here, there's no need for this. Free me now, and I'll see that my patron rewards you.
Fine.
I need only tell her it's a gambling debt. It's happened before.
Pretend you know what that means. What kind of drawing you want?
Birds.
Like any kind of birds, or
Pretty ones. With colors and stuff.
The Karlak. And I can get those gloves, go to Asterion.
Any falls behind, I'll leave them for the fist. And in no state to tell tales.
Someone there?
hope the fist tries to storm in. I
Hey,
want to
good
see
looking.
those traps in action.
Oops.
Besides the bleeding obvious, he misses the sun.
He what?
Needs light to work, he says. We had a chat. So, well, don't you cut a fine fig if you have the gold?
Just wanna
My
trade.
pet artist, of course. Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see myself ever using that. I mean, I could see that being useful if I wanted to have her wear a shield, but I don't really care about her wearing the shield, so mostly I just want it for the armor class for the moment.
Pleasure.
I thought we was packing.
Everything is clear. You. Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me.
I need to buy you? Why are you selling yourself?
Selling myself? I am not some lower city coin lad offering you a tumble. I am an artist.
An artist.
And my patron will reward you for my rescue. Tenfold, whatever ransom you pay, I guarantee it.
And your patron
as far
is?
as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
I was told there'd be battles, not this hide and seek.
Something I can help you with?
Here to buy you prisoner.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
Oh, that's lovely. I've got inspiration to burn.
All right, so maybe I was fishing. No fooling you. He's all yours. Don't forget to feed him. He balls something proper.
Now I'm flat broke.
Say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service.
My slaves do not speak until they are spoken to. Excellent. When do I get my reward?
Fear not, friend. My patron will make good on all my debts. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little,
I never did follow up with
falling
this
out.
guy in Act 3. I never even knew where he was. Not interested in your love life, just want my reward.
Ah. Right. Suit yourself. Find me in the city, and you shall have your reward. Say, you couldn't spare a little coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road, son.
I have nothing to give. Already spent enough coin on you.
I suppose I can endure the walk sober. Suffering has become an old friend, after all. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
All right.
I thought we was packing. You don't want to keep Zaris waiting. Believe me.
All right. I don't think I have anything else to talk to them about. Unless I go murder hobo and take them all out. Which I don't really have a reason to.
Thanks again. Hope Zari's treated you to something nice.
You're a friend of the Zhent now. That's worth something in Baldur's Gate. Assuming we make it back there in one piece.
I don't know. My druid did not leave them alive, so. So I don't think I ever met them again in Baldur's Gate 3, and excuse me, in the city. All right. What quest is over here? Mountain Pass. I'm gonna go south and then east. Sorry, west. Are we all level 5 now?
No time to dally.
Watch your back.
Yep, I think we're good to take on the Githyanki.
I can do better.
Patrol?
I must.
See if we can survive. I still don't know if I should be dual wielding or not. I don't know enough about the Blade Singer to know if there's any pros and cons to dual wielding. Other than the hit value, to hit values. I need to dig into it a little bit more.
Look at that beast. Seems almost too big to take flight.
Oh, there's the shadow.
It would be too much to hope. What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Mark Gresham.
Might have been concerned. How did the slightest see who they are?
Down there.
Yeah.
That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is.
Maybe I is. Maybe I is. Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
Alright, good luck.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
What's inside?
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Can we kill them? Please. Pretty please.
That's the little things, JP. So make life worth living.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace.
Technically I was still on the mountainside,
These creatures are
sir.
so simple to ensnare, Beretta. You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant?
Couldn't you muster a real threat like flaying or binding? Blinding.
I can devise torments beyond your reckoning. Rest assured. The time is pressing. For you to keep sucking air, it is necessary for you to tell me something of worth.
That's the line I should use
A
when
vessel
Grifter
fell
bots
from
come
the
into the
sky.
chat.
We seek a precious
Talking about
weapon
the
that was
Oblivion
taken from
remake. For you to continue breathing air, you should give me something of worth.
Take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid.
You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled.
You'll need to start from the beginning. What is this weapon you're after?
Do not speak. Your bleating offends my ears. Just stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
He's detecting cast. Oh, he's casting detect thoughts, steal your mind to resist it. Oh, I don't get any bonuses? Oh, that better be high enough. It was.
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
Read his thoughts.
A worthless kill. No sport. If this one was even slightly useful, I might spare him.
I wouldn't be too hasty. I could. How about persuasion? You ought to just leave. You have no right to decide my fate.
My blade is my right. If I can take your life, it is mine. But perhaps you have other uses. Very well, Istik. Seek out survivors from the ship that crashed on this wretched world. Bring me their heads.
I have never
Bring me the weapon.
not
If you
fought these
succeed,
guys.
The reward will be great. Now go.
Holy crap! I have never not fought them.
Careful, I bite.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you die?
Monstrous warriors. Keen swords. Black spots.
What were you doing here?
Seeking path. Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I've failed those rolls a bunch of times. I've never been able to do that without fighting them. Did you find your way to Baldur's
Risen
Gate?
Road.
Were you scouting alone?
No. With Zoru. Fled to Grove.
Where did this monster warrior come from?
Mountain.
The spell's power.
Okay.
Intestines throb.
Well, shit.
Whispers.
Thought I was gonna have to fight. Got all my level 5 spells together. Feel robbed. I'm not ready to go to the mountain pass though, because that'll progress the story, and I'm not ready. So I think we are officially good to go into the. What do I have over here? Hidden Goblin Staff. I don't care about that. I think we're good to go into the. The Underdark.
I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Here goes nothing.
Get back!
More effort than a pit of spikes. Credit where it's due.
Oh, there's a key around here somewhere. I don't remember where. Oh, the Grimforge? Dude, the Grimforge is legit because it's a
Something good here.
scripted fight. You have to do things in a very specific. Yeah, you can't really defeat the golem unless you do the things that you're supposed to do.
How delicious. Easy.
Yeah, that's very much like an MMO fight, like an MMO boss fight, because it has very specific things you have to do. I don't even remember. You have to like get him to come close and then smash him with the thing, and fuck, I don't remember.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yeah, I died my first time against him.
What's that?
Oh. Hello.
challenge.
That is uncommon medium armor. Radiant shock. When the wearer deals radiant damage, they cause a radiant shockwave. Is anybody doing radiant? At the very least, it'll be better than what she's wearing. By a couple of armor class points. I like the look of it too. That's some cool looking armor for her. Nope, I gotta go down to the next window. Oh, I forgot. There's something I need to check really quick before I forget. Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, that's much more my style. Other than the pants look all patchworked. Alright, let's go out the window and kill a beholder. Yeah, and lockpicks are expensive, which is why you should always be looting these chests and crates, because you can find plenty of thieves' tools and disarm kits. And always make sure your wizard has a knock spell as a backup. Just in case. Huh! Hunter. I think we have made our stance on that clear enough that we haven't had any stupidity today about that. Because everyone's promised that it's the 21st. That's the next date. It's confirmed, right? Even though Bethesda hasn't said anything, it's confirmed that it's coming on the 21st. So that'll be the, I don't know, 8th, 9th, 10th date that has been confirmed. That's Monday. cannot remember. It triggers me walking through them even though I'm not actually walking through them. I always find this funny. Oh, we lost the condition surprised. Why is that? Go big or go home. Fuck, I don't know what I want to do here. Let's do Radiant.
Where do I go from here?
Heating up.
Oh, shit nugget. I don't remember him ever doing that before. I'm frightened, so I can't actually do anything. However, I don't need to see to land a magic missile, bitch. Oh, maybe I do. Fuck. I'm immobile because I'm frightened. I don't think... Can I not do anything?
So much for peace.
Target is not too far.
Into the bloody fray.
2 attacks per round now, baby. Oh, is he trying to run away? Did he go inside? Oh, that's awesome. You know, I've fought him a bunch of times before, and I have never once had him, like, fly. Like, to get away. Oh, he's got 2 hit points left. Let's get out of the darkness here.
No choice but to keep going.
All right. One magic missile ought to kill it.
Dust on my tongue. I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit. Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
Oh, I am. You're not wrong, Devon. I'm gonna go do Dune in about 45 minutes. But I did so much Dune over the past few days that I decided to do a second stream today of Baldur's Gate 3 because I hadn't done a second stream for like a week.
Ha! A rival. A mere footnote to my legend. You should be more concerned with who I am. I am Dawn, 3rd son of House Bartol, 1st rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
There you go. Bard is a lot of fun, man.
You don't understand. A memory shard ought to hold its glow for years. And look at it. It's fading. It contains knowledge that is precious to me. If it has grown this dull, then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro? The Adamantine Forge? If it had been found, the name would ring throughout the Underdark.
It's too bad my Drow's not the one having this conversation.
Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no, they hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone. They knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, true enough. But I know its location. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me. But I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
Oh, they only had 16 hit points before. Now they've got... Okay, never mind. This guy only has 16.
Still
You should just go ahead and do a nothing because you can't do a group mass heal.
You are not allowed to die.
Take you. Gods, it's hot in here.
Oh, there's more than one. Never mind. There's more than. Excuse me. There's 3. My bad. I thought there was only 2. I didn't check the actual top of the screen.
Sounds like fun. I won't give in.
What do you mean not enough space? It's available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and has full crossplay. If you want to do multiplayer.
Can't afford to let up.
What's this?
Oh, 2 attacks per round is so dope. Now, I don't get it with my Blade Singer until next turn, next level. When I ding...
They won't expect this.
When I ding 6, I get 2 attacks per turn.
Time to push my luck again.
Oh, that feels so. That's gonna blow up. I forgot about those. I forgot about those. It's been a while since I've been down into the Underdark.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
I need to go loot the big behemoth. I think there's some more drow corpses I can take out for some chunky XP. However, before we do...
What a day.
And play it on story mode for the first time. Do not try to play this on normal mode for the first time. If it's your first time ever playing a turn-based game, first time with Dungeons & Dragons, or just your first time with Baldur's Gate 3, I would highly recommend that you just play it on story mode the first time. Learn the game. At least play the first 4 or 5 levels on easy mode, because it's still quite challenging on easy mode.
Look inside. Memory shard. True title. Activates. Dawn. Lord Archmage. Shows way to adamantine Menso Baranson. Sargrim.
The spell's power.
Okay, so I should go into inventory.
The
crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Oh, why do I have Asterion doing it? Hang on. Leave. Because I have Asterion selected. Nope.
As bad as it could have.
There we go.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you to its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place. A grand forge.
No. There's a lot of actions, combat that you have to do rolls for, Josh. The loot just comes when you kill monsters. The loot is on the body. But you have to do rolls for if you've never played Dungeons and Dragons, I have no easy way of explaining it other than just, yes, you have to roll dice for all your different actions, your attack rolls, deciphering if someone is telling the truth. Ray of Fear, Wounding Ray, I don't care about that. Where are the other... My wife was sneezing her brains out in the kitchen, it sounds like. Gotta love the animations for the Blade Singer. Oh. I always forget that those things explode. Matter of fact, it'd probably be easier if I have Karlach do this. Well, she's not doing that much better. Alright, I think there's one more.
Keep it together.
Yeah, if you've never played D&D before, I would just say, if you decide to dive in, just play the game on story mode, because it makes everything much easier. You don't have to really worry about it, and it teaches you as you go along. So it's a very casual journey in comparison. Alright, that is an autosave, and that is where I must leave you for the day, everybody, because I do need to take a quick break. And then I gotta go do my Dune Awakening stuff for the day, because I gotta keep recording footage, because I only have until the 20... I forget now. I only have a few more days left of the special access beta preview event going on, so I got to get all the recordings that I can done so that I can have those ready to come out at the end of the month. We'll be back again tomorrow morning, bright and early, 5 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. If you haven't already done so, make sure to follow the YouTube page because everything in between the streams happens there. So movie reviews, game reviews, discussion videos, etc. Check them out. I do multiple videos per day over on the YouTube channel. We just hit 50k subs, so thanks to everybody for that. I'll catch everybody tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.